I just got back from being at the Toronto International Film Festival. I wanted to make a little bit of a review and talk about the movies that I saw and to share some photographs and things. I made up these cards to take with me. I'm going to be finding these cards everywhere on my person, like sand when you go to the beach, probably for the next week or so, So they say, hello there. So my first movie was that evening at 9:30. This is the TIFF Bible here. Very handy. You got to keep this with you at all times. So I had plenty of time to kill. I went by the Princess of Wales Theater because they were having the opening for 12 Years a Slave. Tons of people already there. Ended up standing next to some really cool people. Turned out to be working for Vanity Fair. So I got to chatting with them for a few minutes. They were doing some B-reel. They were having their interviewer inside interviewing the talents. Then Brad Pitt showed up. I didn't really get to see him, but I heard the wooing from the crowd. And then Michael Fassbender showed up and there was some more wooing. And I did get to see Fassbender's forehead. I was just kind of... So, spotting number one. Then Benedict Cumberbatch came out, and he got more wooing than Brad Pitt. It's not surprising to me, but, a lot of people are like, what? Times they are a-changin'. They went in. A lot of people then dispersed, and I got to chatting to this one girl, and then an assistant came out and said, hey guys, we know that you're waiting around, and Benedict feels really bad, so he's coming back out to sign some more things. So now, because there was nobody in front of me, I was right against the railing, decided not to take photographs, and also decided not to try and get an autograph. What's wrong with me? Why did I do that? I should have gotten an autograph. Oh. I had my notebook with me. So anyway, I took a Sharpie and I wrote this. It's not weird to write that, right? He was going so fast by everyone, just, oh, great, yeah, okay. He didn't have time to look up, really, besides, from here to here. And I was holding it above here, hey, look at it over here. So that was my ineffective notebook sign, number one. You know how sometimes if somebody does something and then you mimic them? Before Benedict went into the theater, he turned to us, to all of his fans, I love you. And I did, without even thinking, I was just like, nah, Benedict, what? Oh my God, what? Did I just do that for? Oh, God. So that was kind of embarrassing. I'm going to guess he didn't see that either, which... Whew. So I went off after that and was very happy because I just had gotten to Toronto that afternoon, met some people that were fun, and I got to see Benedict Cumberbatch, and he was 2 feet away from me. Yeah, 2 feet away from me. While I was waiting for AdWords, I ran into 2 English guys, 2 brothers. He seemed like a mover and shaker. He was 20 years old. Oh, I ran into this girl you should call tomorrow. She's involved in what you're doing in school. And he has a card. Oh, and I was walking by and somebody gave me 2 tickets to Prisoners tomorrow. It wasn't really in my schedule. I guess we can go see it, or I feel bad not going to see it. I just stood there and was like, are you kidding me? I said, is it the accent? I think it's the accent. He goes, well, I don't think it hurts. So the first movie I got to see was Bad Words by Jason Bateman. A spelling bee loser sets out to exact revenge by finding a loophole and attempting to win as an adult. Jason's character in this movie is a complete dick. The entire movie. And it's fantastic. He just does not let up. Dark humor for sure. It's not PC at all. But it's really a tight script. Not to mention a killer soundtrack. And I thought it was really interesting that the way that they showed the spelling bee atmosphere, it was almost like Wes Anderson, like a subdued color palette. The hairdos were very stylized and dated. So Rowan Chand, he's not completely new on the scene. He's done other movies. He was hilarious and he kept his own right next to Jason Bateman. And he was a consummate professional when he was there for the Q&A. He was completely like a little adult. Every night at the festival, I decided to just kind of traipse around and I would just see what was going on. Literally, I had a dossier. I took this with me. I carried this in my purse. Yeah, let me check on that. Hold on. Let me just... Why, I'm not really sure. I printed out articles on things not to miss at the festival and parties where the stars shine that you're not invited to anyway, so don't even go. So that was the dichotomy of trying to find things that I could do and not just stand outside of a party. It just seems creepy. So I ended up running into some people that work in LA. We ended up going to some jazz club. And then I traipsed back to my hostel and quietly went to sleep. I think that the 3 girls that I was in the same room with, they hated me. None of them were there for the festival. I was the person coming in at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Ooh, 4 in the morning one night. For 4 days. So that was my doing. Anyway, that was day 1.